Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Kelsey, and seeing as this was only my second video on the channel, I thought it would be nice to do the newbie booktube tag because, I don't know, I'm new to the whole booktube thing. I've dabbled in it a little bit on TikTok, but I'm new to YouTube doing it, so I thought what better way to just introduce myself. Yeah, just like so you can get to know me a little bit better. I just went on YouTube and found some other people that did this and then used the questions that they had. The first question is, why did I start this channel? And I started this channel because I absolutely love creating content. If you know me from my other channel, I create like fashion and like lifestyle videos, but I really just wanted like a separate safe space to like talk about books, which is my favourite thing ever. And yeah, I just wanted to connect with other people that read, and I just wanted to be part of the community because it's just so nice. And like, I've watched reading vlogs for a long time, and yeah, I don't know, I just felt like I wanted to be a part of that. So second question, what am I most excited for? I think for me, the thing that I'm most excited for is being able to talk freely about my passion and also connecting with other people that love to read as well. So obviously I've got a few friends that love reading and that's really nice, but I really want to connect with more people and meet more people that love reading just as much as me. And what better way to do that than starting a whole dedicated YouTube channel to meet people like me. I'm also most excited to kind of like diversify the books that I read. So already since kind of posting about books on TikTok, I've dabbled into fantasy, which is a genre I never ever would have like read before because I didn't think it would be for me. But after I read the Court of Thorns and Roses series, I was honestly hooked. And now like the books that I've read since then have all been fantasy. Like, I'm actually in love. And I think like that I never would have read that kind of book if I hadn't have like seen it all over TikTok and kind of like joined in on those conversations. So that's what I'm most excited about, is meeting new people that share my hobby of reading and also trying out new genres of books that I wouldn't necessarily have gone for before. Question number 3 is, why do I love reading? Okay. For me, it's all about the escapism. Like, I would so much rather read a book than watch TV. And some people think I'm absolutely crazy for saying that, but I really feel like you can get so lost in a good book. Like, it's just something about sitting all cozy on the sofa with the lamp on and my blanket and reading my book that you just can't get from watching TV. And I really do find that reading a book is where I am my most focused. Like, I'm into the storyline, I am the characters, like I'm living their life, I'm playing it out like a movie in my head. I just love reading. I just think it is so much fun. Question number 4 is, what book got me into reading? Now, I don't know how far back we're going in time, but ever since I was a child I've loved reading, so I honestly couldn't tell you what the first book is that got me into reading, because whatever that book, the first book that I read was, that was the book that got me into reading. Like, I've been a reader since I was so young, but I think obviously when I went to uni and like finished school and stuff like that, I didn't have a lot of time. I mean, I'm 27 now, so that was quite a long time ago. I didn't read for quite a long time, but I think it was just after lockdown, so like maybe 2021, I started to pick up reading again. And I think the first book was Colleen Hoover, It Ends With Us. And then I went through this phase of like only reading Colleen Hoover books. And then after that, I started to read a lot of like the crime thriller genre, and then that's just progressed. And then I bought a Kindle, and all I've done is read ever since I bought my Kindle. So I guess recently, what book got me into reading was It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. And I think before that, it was probably like the Biff and Chip books that you get in primary school, because I remember reading those very clearly in my head. Number 5 is, what challenges do I think I will face? This is a hard question, but I think the challenge I will face the most is putting pressure on myself. I love creating content and I love like reading, but I really don't want it to turn into something where I start worrying about the numbers of my channel, how well it's growing. Like, I really just want it to be a hobby, and I want it to stay a hobby. Like, I don't want it to become something where I'm like hyper focused on being successful. I always tend to put this like pressure on myself that everything I do has to be perfect and it has to be, I have to excel, but like, I just want to have a corner of the internet and a hobby where I can be creative, I can let my personality out, I can just be myself, and it's just fun. Like, that's what I think I will find the most challenging, is allowing myself to have something that is just fun and that I'm not trying to be amazing at, if you get what I mean. I put way too much pressure on myself and I really need to stop. Number 6 is, what question would I ask my favourite booktubers? I Okay, this is a good question. This is gonna have to make me think here. I need a second to think. I would probably ask them where they found the time. Work full time, read all of the books, because I thought I was a fast reader, but I have seen some people on BookTube, BookTalk, on social media say that they read like 150 books in a year, and I thought I was an avid reader. I thought I would be able to, actually maybe I can read that many books. Because I've read quite a few this year, but I don't think I'm at the level of reading 150. How do you find the time? Because I'm already reading it every single chance that I get, and I do not think I could read 150 books in a year right now at this current time. And also, where are we putting all of these books? This is another question I would ask. A lot of you have like big trolleys full of books on your TBR list, and I'm thinking, where on earth are you putting that? Because I live in a 1-bedroom flat with my boyfriend, and we do not have the space to put a million different books. Like, I haven't even got a bookshelf for this current in time, so maybe that's where I'm lacking. I need to get one. But yeah, where do you put all of your books? And like, do you keep them forever, or do you like sell them? Do you give them to friends? Because I quite often, there's some books that are really special to me and that I won't give away, and then there are other books that I like to give to my friends or my mum, you know, like pass them around so that people can have the joy of reading them too. And now we're on a roll, actually, I thought of another one. What are people annotating in books? Because I've seen this a lot recently. People are like writing notes in the columns of their books, and like in the margins they're writing notes and they're underlining things, and they're doing different coloured highlighting. Like, what are we annotating? Because I've never annotated a book in my life, but it is something that I'm quite interested in. Never done it. I wouldn't even know what to say. Like, what are you writing? How do you find the time to read 150 books in a year? Where do you put them? And what are you annotating in your books? If any of you know the answers to these questions, feel free to pop it in the comments down below, because I would love to see what you guys think. Number 7 is, when did you start reading? The minute I could read a book is the second I started reading. Like, I have been a reader since I was so young, and I think there was at one point in my life where I'd gone through every single children's fiction book in the library and they didn't have anything new to give me. Like, I think that's true. I need to ask my mum, but I'm pretty sure that is the truth. I've just been reading ever since I could, to be honest. Like, I used to love reading stories, and I was always reading so much, and my mum couldn't keep up with how many books I was reading at one time, to be honest. Like, I was just always reading. That's just always been my hobby. Number 8 is, where do I read? Oh my god, I will literally read anywhere possible. I read on my commute to work, so on the train. I read on the sofa. I read in bed before I go to sleep. I literally read everywhere. Oh, I read in the bath. That's one of my favourite places to read, is in the bath, with the bubble bath and the candles. Where else do I read? I will literally read anywhere, to be honest. I don't care where I am. If I've got time and I haven't got anything to do, I will get out my book and I will start reading. I will say though that the Kindle has made this so much easier to do. Number 9, what are my top 3 genres? So my top 3 genres, this is quite easy actually. I would say romance. I love a little romance story. That's probably my favourite genre. My second favourite genre at the moment is fantasy, but it has to be like romantasy. Like, it has to be a romance fantasy. Otherwise, I'm not that interested in it. Like, it needs to have a little bit of spice, a little bit of romance in there. Like, I just need a little bit, not too much, just a little bit. And third, I think I love like crime/thriller books. That was probably my most read genre in 2023, was crime/thriller books. But I haven't read that many as of yet this year. 10, what does my book collection look like? I'll be honest with you, my book collection right now is just around the flat. Like, I've got some on the TV stand, I've got some in a cupboard, I've got some under my bed. Because we did move in August last year, so I know we have been here a long time, but buying furniture is really expensive and we don't have a lot of space. But me and my boyfriend have decided that we are gonna get like a Billy bookcase from IKEA, and we're gonna put it in the living room. So soon I will be able to have all of my books out on display, and I cannot wait for that day, because right now they're just everywhere and I forget what books I've already got. But yeah, right now I'm just shoving them wherever I can, to be honest. I think that is all of the questions that I had written down. I hope you enjoyed getting to know me a little bit better, and please feel free to introduce yourself in the comments, because I am always here to make new book friends. And follow me on Instagram and TikTok as well. I'll pop all the links in the description, as well as my Goodreads. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. It was really nice to chat to you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!